Hey Virgo, and welcome to your Committed Couples Tarot reading for November 2017. This tarot reading is intended for all those Virgos who are in a committed relationship and that is understood and agreed upon on both sides. If you're just kind of casually dating somebody, go check out the dating singles video, as I'm sure that would resonate with you more. Now, in saying that, this is a general reading for all of the energy of coupled up Virgos. So for some of you, this will resonate. For others of you, it will not, unfortunately. And since that's just the way it is, you know, I'm not looking at any one personal storyline. So it can't possibly resonate with everybody. But for those of you it does resonate with, I'm so grateful to help and offer you some advice. So, Virgo, coupled up Virgos, let's see what your overall energy for the month of November is. Free yourself. So, this could mean 100 different things. What do you need to free yourself from, Virgo? Only you know that. So, I'm going to pull some tarot cards to get greater depth to what this means exactly, but before I do that, before I define it for you, I want you to take a minute and really think about what this could specifically mean for you. Have you been asking for a sign from the universe about something? Because this doesn't mean like you need to free yourself from the relationship that you're in. For some of you, that could definitely be the case, but for others of you, this might be like a job situation, some crappy friends, some crappy family, some negative thinking or beliefs about yourself. Okay, it's time to take back control of your life. So you will have to apply this to your life where it fits, because this is general and only you know where you're restricting yourself or where you're being held back and where you need to break free from that energy. Okay, so there is that. I'm going to pull some tarot cards to define that particular card and what that really means, but apply it to your situation how it fits. Okay, and if everything is on point in your relationship and external to it and nothing's impacting you, then perhaps this reading is not for you. But and good for you to have such a great life with little contrast. When it's so nice to have those breezes, you know, when everything just works out and goes your way. Okay, Virgo, let's see what's going on for you couples. Wow, we have walking away in this Eight of Cups. That is paired so beautifully with that free yourself. For some of you, this is a job that you're walking away from and that you need to let go of. Some of you, you guys are moving into a much better location, okay? Now, because this is a general reading, I have to say, for some of you, this definitely could mean that you're making the decision to end your partnership with the person you're currently committed to, okay? Or maybe there's just some aspects or beliefs that you've been holding on to that you're letting go of. So let's see. Okay, well, next up we have the Queen of Coins, and this could definitely represent your energy, as the Queen of Coins is our Earth Queen, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Now also, because this is general, maybe, you know, somebody is walking away from you, or you're the one that needs to walk away from the job. Wow, and then we have this Queen of Cups reversed, so very strong if you are dating a water sign. I'm going to pull some more cards. Whoa! Then we have this upright Queen of Wands, this Ten of Wands, and And then death reversed. Virgo, what on earth is going on here? Okay, so I feel this just kind of busted this reading wide open. What I feel is, for some of you, like there's a whole bunch going on here. So for some of you, you and your partner are doing just fine. You're in love, all is well. But your friends or like really close family members, they cause a lot of drama and trauma in your relationship. It's like you and your partner are on point and are just fine, and it's like every single issue in your relationship or disagreement has to do with like a certain set of friends or a certain family member, something like that. And it's time to cut all of that out of your relationship, because there's definitely potential that, you know, there's somebody who just, you know, causes mischief and stirs up the pot. And it's just, it causes a lot of tension. It's a heavy load, and you're tired of it. And, you know, maybe whoever this person is, if it's a family member or like a friend of the family, something like that, and you walked away from this person in the past, maybe during the Thanksgiving holiday, like they're going to re-enter your life, and it's just like a heavy burden because we do have this death card reversed. So this is not a finale or completion, even though it sits next to this 10 of Wands. Okay. Some of you, this is definitely, you might be considering walking away from your relationship. You know, maybe you found out like your partner was cheating or something along those lines. If that's the case, it's like you're not finding that out in November. It's something you already knew coming into November, because we have this 8 of Cups as your first card, your first energy as we come into November. So I'm going to pull some gypsy cards for you guys, because honestly, you are the first couples reading that I've done, and I only have Libra and Scorpio and Sag after you that is like this, that has all these different characters showing up in the reading. So it's throwing me a little bit. So we have sorrow, prison, old woman. Okay, so just on point exactly with what I was saying. Some of you, this is a family member or a friend or a group of friends that's just really intertwined in your relationship, and it's like you can't get away from it. Maybe it's your partner's friends and you don't like your partner's friends. Maybe they just cause a lot of waves and drama in your relationship, or your partner really just doesn't like your friends, and it feels like they cause a lot of waves because maybe they don't like him or they don't like her. Either way, okay, I say it, maybe they don't like him because I see 3 women here. And now with seeing 3 women here as well, some of you, and do not try to make this fit your situation if there is no reason in the world you would think your partner is cheating, because like I said, this information's already there before November. So if your partner wasn't cheating, you didn't find out about other people, then this doesn't resonate for you. This is not for you. It's like you may have found out that there were others that your partner was seeing, or since this is general, you could have been seeing other people, and your partner is now aware of that, and there is this breaking up, a need to break free from this relationship. But somehow, no matter what's going on, even though we've already walked away here, by the end of the month, it's not quite resolved. I mean, we have the 10 of Wands here. It's ready for its completion. Free yourself. But there's an element of holding on. And it could be because, you know, despite what's going on, despite what's happened, you know, you really love your partner, and you're filled with sorrow. You feel like you're in a prison of sorrow, and you want to break free of that. You have the power and the ability to do so. Don't let your sorrow, your pain, your heartache hold you in a prison with this person, okay? If that relates and resonates with you. Honestly, for some of you, your partner could outrightly have gone to jail, and you're having a really hard time with that. And you know, some of you, it could be like you're sad because they're going to be in prison until you're old, and you have to let this go and free yourself, but you don't want to, okay? Wow. Virgo, very, very interesting reading. I'm going to pull another oracle card. Yeah, this could also be like a job that you're trying to walk away from. Maybe try to make the decision to leave, but you can't. Some of you guys could actually still be living with your family for whatever reason, and November is the month that you're like really trying to create the path for your guys' self to move out and move on. With the death reverse there, if that's speaking to you, it might mean that even though you're working on this in November, it's not going to quite happen until December, and that might be why the sorrow is there and why you feel like you're in a prison. It's just because you guys really want to be in your own place, okay? So deeper knowing. So Virgo, whatever is going on in your life, even with this break free, it's like you already know what you need to do, what needs to happen, what steps need to be taken. So if you're being held back, this is like you saying it's your choice because you already know the truth, like deep within yourself. And also, you know, the first half of November, you could not be feeling your best or your most attractive or most wanted. You know, maybe you and your partner have been having a lot of back and forth arguments, just not getting along, not seeing eye to eye, and you guys just don't know how to do that. And it's like you walk away from each other and then you come back because it's so hard to be apart, okay? All of a sudden, we're very attracted to each other again. So, for some, it's like you guys do have this on-again, off-again relationship, okay? And you're showing up as reverse energy and they're showing up as reverse energy. You could be, when you're at your angriest, you could be very selfish, very stubborn, you know, not very practical. And at their worst, they can be extremely emotional and manipulative and say the shitty, or I shouldn't say that, say very low, below the belt type of things to you, okay? So we have this energy and then we decide, you know what, I'm done fighting, we're gonna go our separate ways. That's how we enter November. But then again, oh, I miss you, I'm so attracted to you, we have such amazing energy and chemistry together. It's so hard to be without you, but it's so hard to be with you. But I really don't want to be without you, even though most of the time I feel like I'm in a prison of sadness just because the friction of this energy. Others of you, this could just be on your mind, okay? It doesn't mean that there is like you're broken up and you're back together. This could just be where in your mind throughout the month you keep going back and forth, back and forth. And again, this is only if you have that crazy friction type of energy with each other, where when it's good, it's amazing. When it's bad, it's horrible. Okay. The advice is to free yourself, but for many of you, even if you know that, you don't want to. In the heat of the moment, when you're very angry and they're very angry, yes, you do, because it's just too much for anybody. But at the end of the day, if it's been, too long, you don't want to be away from them and they don't want to be away from you. You need to, if that speaks to you and you just don't feel like you can let them go, you guys really need to come up with a better way of, communicating with each other and handling that intense energy. Because, some of the best relationships are those crazy connections where when it's good, it's out of this world, and when it's bad, it's really, really bad. It's hard to swing between, the two. But those, I can't even lie, those are the most exciting relationships out there. And there comes a point, though, where, you need to really think about yourself and what's good for you. If this is about a job situation, you may decide to stay, even though you're very unhappy and things just aren't working out. You may decide to stay for whatever reason, even though you're trying to contemplate going. Maybe you were hoping for a new opportunity and it just didn't quite show up in November. But whatever your gut is telling all of you, whatever your intuition is speaking to you all this month, pay attention to it, because okay? You know deep down inside, and this is your confirmation that you know. And some of you are like, yeah, well, I already know that I know, but I'm just choosing not to deal with it right now. Okay, fair enough. But, those of you who are sad most of the time, that's never going to change, okay? It's prison by an old woman. You'll be an old woman or an old man by the time this energy changes if you stick it out, okay? So, let's see. Again, if none of that speaks to you, you guys could just have a lot of meddling friends or family that's just really putting a lot of burden and weight on you guys. Maybe you guys even have some friends living with you and you just want to get them out of your house, and you're working for that and you're trying for that, but I don't think it quite manifests in November, them moving out, or you guys moving out from a living situation if it's not comfortable for you. So those are the main messages that I'm getting for this general reading. I do hope that this helped and offered you some guidance, Virgo. Looks like there's a lot going on, but with this card, it's like at the end of the day, it's all okay, because you already know deep inside. So trust that feeling, okay? If it's positive, don't try to ignore it just because you don't want to get your expectations up and then, it doesn't pan out. No, you all know the truth or what you really need to do deep down inside, and you just need to execute that, okay? So have a very fabulous month, Virgo. Take care.